Hey everyone, it's Ian Jules with the Go Real Estate Group. This is your Greater Victoria real estate market update for April 2026, based on the Victoria Real Estate Board statistics from March. If you'd like the full written breakdown that you can skim and save, I've posted it on our blog. You'll find the link in the description. This video is the high-level overview and what the numbers actually mean. So setting the context, March is typically when we start seeing spring momentum show up in the market, and 2026 is following a pretty familiar seasonal pattern. Sales picked up from February, new listings continue to come to the market, and overall conditions are balanced enough that buyers and sellers have time to make informed decisions. Across the Victoria Real Estate Board region, 579 properties sold in March of 2026. That's down 5.5% compared to March of last year, but up 24.5% from February, which is exactly what you expect to see as we move into spring. Breaking that down by property type, condominium sales totaled 164 units, which is down 18.8% year over year. Single-family home sales reached 285 units, which is slightly down 2.4% year over year. And year over year numbers show some softening, but at this point in the season, the month over month increase is the more useful signal. Buyers are re-engaging and sellers are starting to position their homes ahead of the busier spring and early summer months. Inventory is building. At the end of March, there were 3,261 active listings on the MLS. That's up 12.3% from February and up 7.9% from this time last year. More inventory means buyers aren't forced to rush, and due diligence matters again. Subject removal periods are more meaningful, and buyers can compare options instead of reacting under pressure. For sellers, it means strategy matters more than urgency. Pricing, presentation, and understanding current buyer expectations are critical. Pricing is stable, but it's very price sensitive. The Victoria Real Estate Board tracks pricing using the MLS Home Price Index, which looks at benchmark values rather than averages or medians. In the Victoria Core, March benchmark prices were single-family homes around $1,330,200, which is slightly down 1.1% year over year, but up from February. Condominiums around $553,800, again, slightly down by 0.8% year over year, and also up from February. The takeaway isn't that prices are falling or surging, it's that the market is stable, but increasingly price sensitive. Well-priced, well-presented homes still sell. Homes that miss the mark tend to sit. Micro markets really matter. Greater Victoria is not one single market. The Victoria Real Estate Board numbers give us a high-level view across 13 municipalities, the Gulf Islands, and everything from single-family homes to condos to manufactured homes. That's useful, but it's also a blanket view. What really matters is what you're trying to accomplish. Are you buying up or buying down? Are you selling a $1.5 million home on an acre in North Saanich and then buying an $850,000 condo in the Victoria Core? Those are two very different markets with different pressures, timelines, and negotiating dynamics. You might sell quickly and find buying easy, or the opposite. If that mismatch isn't planned for early, it can create unnecessary stress. That's why having a clear conversation with your realtor matters. What is your home worth today? What are the conditions where you're selling? And what are the conditions where you're buying? Victoria continues to be a lifestyle-driven market. Limited land, natural boundaries, and long-term demand from people who want to live here rather than speculate contribute to stability over time. Demand here is rooted in quality of life, established neighborhoods, walkability, and access to nature. What this means for buyers and sellers? For buyers, this market rewards preparation and patience. More choice, less pressure, and better decisions when you take your time. For sellers, outcomes are driven by pricing, presentation, and understanding your specific micro market. At Go Real Estate Group, we work closely with families relocating from across Canada, longtime homeowners navigating change, and downsizers planning their next chapter. In markets like this, results come from preparation, strategy, and planning, not urgency. If you'd like a clear local breakdown for your home, your neighborhood, price range, or situation, we're always happy to help. And if you want the full written analysis, head to the blog. The link is below. No pressure, just clarity.